Act 1, Scene 5 takes place at the estate of Oligarch Petrov with three of his oligarch friends. It's on the Mediterranean. They're sitting by a pool, Mediterranean Sea in the background. He is kissing his mistress goodbye with her two young children. She is catching the flight that has just landed, heading off to the airport to return to Moscow. Oligarch Petrov returns to the table, talks with his friends a little bit, and his wife shows up from the flight from Moscow with the two teenage sons, and he talks to her a little bit, sends the kids off to town. The wife goes to unpack, and he returns to the table to talk with his oligarch friends. The conversation at the table is pretty light about his relationship with his girls and his wife. The conversation with oligarchs, Petrov reminds them not to have the girlfriends and wives in the same room together. They might be a problem. Along those lines, he warns them about having any kind of gossip that could occur about loyalty to their leader. The fact that the conversation changes from just casual talk about the girls to be aware of what is said in public and make sure that nothing happens that could make his loyalty to Putin doubted. That begins a turn of asking Petrov if he has heard things. And this begins a song, Dangerous Windows, because it turns out many people who question or have loyalty problems with Putin are suddenly falling out of windows, stories high. Dangerous Windows, here is the lyrics, and they will be singing each of the oligarchs' different parts. So the song Dangerous Windows. Keep away from the window, you might slip and fall. Oligarch Oleg. Keep away from the window if you start to talk at all. Keep away from the window or you might be compelled to fly. And we know what that means. You will die. Then they all come in. Keep away from the window, you might slip and fall. Keep away from the window if you want to talk at all. Then on to individual. With Papa you must agree a lot or you just might take the drop. So don't stand near that window. You could suddenly make your wife a widow. But we must take great care and remember to beware. It can suddenly happen and take you unaware. Putin's hand is always there, so be careful not to attract his stare, or you may suddenly have to prepare and escape if you dare. One day you might get a great scare. Make sure you can get away quickly to who knows where. So keep away from the window, you might slip and fall. Keep away from the window if you want to talk at all. The song Dangerous Windows and the music here basically lends itself to, just from the words themselves, into this type of a song. Keep away from the window, you might slip and fall. Keep away from the window if you start to talk at all. Keep away from the window, you might be compelled to fly. So it has an easygoing tune that could be sung pretty easily, and each person pitches in and then they all sing together. So the music is here, page 2. Page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7,